Knowing where your food comes from is important. What's even better, though, is taking an active role in perhaps growing your own food. And here with the dirt on ag, right there in the classroom, the Champaign County Farm Bureau Foundation. Classroom Director Sarah Caper is here, and Stacy Clements, Champaign County Forest Preserve Education Program Specialist. That's a very long title.
Very long, yeah.
It's all right. You have bigger business cards than everyone else for that very reason.
Right.
I gotta say, it's hard to call you Sarah because as my child's first grade teacher, it was always Mrs. Caper. So.
And you know what? That's what kids around the county know me as. Mrs. Caper, my name rhymes with paper. That's what they remember.
You've used that a time or two.
Yes.
You were here a few years ago to talk about this program, I think, which was relatively new at the time.
Ag in the Classroom has been around a long time. I was fairly new.
You were new at the
Stepped
time.
out of the classroom, and so I've been doing this.
And you have this partnership with the Champaign County Forest Preserve. So talk about what's happening this year specifically.
Sure. So COVID, right? And our regular teaching routines were interrupted. We couldn't go into the classrooms. Stacy Clements was not able to be at the Forest Preserve during her normal in-person teaching, and so she and Chelsea Prowl at the Urbana Park District came up with an idea in the fall to help teachers out with science instruction. Do you want to talk a little bit about that in the fall, and then we'll talk about spring?
Definitely. So, yeah, we created, it was actually all Chelsea's idea. I just jumped on board. But we created a exploration kit for fourth graders in Champaign County, and it had activities aligned to the next generation science standards. And so it had all the materials needed, even a pencil, included in it for them to do all the activities, and then they got to keep everything. And that went out to 1,000 kids. We wanted to up our game, so we brought in the Farm Bureau for our next one for second graders, and we ended up giving just a little less than 1,500 kits out.
Now, these are things that would typically not be taught.
Actually, it would. Yes, this is actually something they would have learned in class, but because of COVID and their limited instruction hours, science was actually removed in a lot of classrooms.
Interesting.
And so we thought it would be good if we provided that opportunity. And the great thing is a lot of teachers were able to do it with their students. The teachers even got a kit to do it.
All right, so I know there's lots of things in the kit. We might have time to play with one before we got to get you out of here. So what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to start out with landforms, and the basis for both kits was Illinois landforms. And so we talked a lot about what we would normally see in Illinois, plains and plateaus and all kinds of other landforms, and talked about how they slowly and quickly changed. So one of the activities that we did was we asked the kids, remember we gave them all of the supplies that they need to do this. So they had some Play-Doh, and they had a plate, and in their workbook, we asked them to take one of the cans of Play-Doh. There were two. All right, take one of the cans of Play-Doh. If I can get it out. See, for TV, you got to have this all ready, right? So, Tim, I'm going to give you some Play-Doh, and the instruction was build a landform that we don't see around here, which is an island.
Ooh, okay.
So build your own island out of that.
I'm not sure
mold
I can do this
it
in
into
my lap.
place.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
And then what we did, and this is something that the kids could do in the comfort of their own home if they were working remotely, or again, teachers could use this in the classroom to complete the activity. So he has an island, very nice. I give him an A.
Thank you.
Now, the next step would be, can you incorporate two different landforms as well? So you could do a volcano, you could build a hill, you could put a plateau on your island. I know it's hard to balance on your leg, but any of those, would not only give you the tactile experience of touch, but would also show that you knew and you could demonstrate what different land.
What are my other options? I had a volcano and a hill.
How about a hill and a plateau, maybe?
A plateau, or you could just do a flat plain.
You could do Illinois, right here in central Illinois. Flat plain,
There we go.
That's maybe too much plain there. My island's not big enough for all the plain I just created.
It looks great.
All right.
There we go.
Perfect.
So the other activity that kind of went along with this is that IDOT gave us free Illinois maps. And so each student got a full map of the state of Illinois, and we asked students to locate waterways, urban areas, help me out, airports,
all the agricultural
fields, and anything else that was forest preserve
So we have very, very little time, but how does this going to quickly play into next year? Well, now that COVID is technically behind us, or at least is it going to be back in school?
We're talking about possibly continuing this as another opportunity because we loved working together, and so we want to continue that. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for bringing craft time. That's always fun, and for doing what you're doing in the schools.
You did really well, Tim.
You're very kind. We will connect you with all of these details at our website, which is CILiving.tv.